Hi there. Please allow me to present to you our OCI accounting system version 10. In OCI, we put in a lots of effort in our research and development, listening to our customers, understanding what they really need, and capitalizing our team's years of experience in the industry. We developed a system with fantastic features that you will find it easier, smarter, transparent and practical. Easier. User-friendly. Most users have used Microsoft Outlook for their emails. Hence, using OCI system gives you a strong sense of familiarity. Just one entry. This system is so versatile that from a single entry in quotation, the details can be imported from delivery order, sales and pro forma invoice, and purchase order. And DO can also go into sales invoice and receipt. Likewise, pro forma invoice can go into purchase order, receive order, supplier invoice and finally the payment voucher. Multitasking. Multitasking is also made possible with this version. We can now work on different modules at one go. This means that, while working on the quotation for a customer, you can also check on receipts, understand your bank balance situation, and having the statement of accounts. All are in one screen. This definitely saves you lots of time and hassle. Universal customer. Unlike most other systems, if you have a customer, you need to set up a customer code. And if the same customer is also a supplier, you need to set up another code. Imagine if you have 10 such case, it would means you have 20 such codes. And when you need to do contra transaction with them, it can be very messy and difficult. Good news! For OCI system, we only need to set up one code. We call it Business Partner. This makes the contact master look neat and very easy to do contra transaction. In another situation, if you need to invoice the same customer with different currency. For most other system, for every currency you need to trade with customer, you need to create a customer code. That can be quite a mouthful and too many codes for users to handle. In many cases, user end up using wrong code for the currency. Fortunately, for OCI system, we only need to create just one customer code, and you can invoice them in any currency, keeping things simple and straightforward. Smarter. Quick search. You can easily get your document listing sorted. Simply click on the date header, and the listing will be sorted by their dates. To search for a document, you simply type in your keywords here. Let us filter for customer name, Crystal. Crystal. Here, the system has filtered for invoices containing Crystal name. For more search criteria, you will be happy to know that there is an advanced search option. You can search your document by date range, or by any of these search criteria. Let's do a search on the document's description content, and invoice content that contain a certain serial number. Here's the result, and you can immediately see it on the invoice preview. Instant checking. Imagine you are working on a quotation for a particular customer. Just as you are quoting them for a certain stock item, you realize that you have to check on their stock situation. No worries, without having to leave the quotation module, you can instantly check with just one click. Cool! At the same time, you can also check what is the last sold price to this particular customer. For the same product, the system is able to track different last selling prices to different customers. Convenient duplicate. If you have a situation where you need to invoice another customer of the same content, simply select the invoice. Click Duplicate. With the duplicated invoice, change it to the required customer and save it. The system will issue a new invoice number to the duplicated invoice and set it to current date for the customer. Consolidated billing. After a confirmed quotation, you can generate a single DO for the delivery. Or, you can split the deliveries into multiple DO for batch deliveries to fulfill the order. Whichever the case may be, the system will monitor the delivered quantities, giving you the outstanding status. After the deliveries, you can have the option to invoice the customer as per individual delivery orders. Or alternatively, you can consolidate all the delivery orders and bill the customer in one invoice. Yes! Changeable title. With changeable document title feature, the titles of every document can be amended. Let's say, if you need to add the word revised to your quotation, here is how easy you can do so. Simply type in the word revised here. And, you can see it in the printout. This makes the system incredibly practical. Flexible GST. In normal cases, if you issue an invoice for $100, the GST will be $7, and the total amount will be $107. But, if you need to invoice the customer inclusive of GST, what you have to do is to simply click here. Amend the unit price. And, you can see, the total of the invoice is revised to $100. The system has backward calculated the GST amount of $6.54 automatically. Transparent. One-click review. From the list of past invoices, it is very easy for you to have a sneak preview. Simply click on a specific invoice, and you can view it here immediately. This will save you from the time and hassle navigating around looking for a past document. Traceable history. For all the documents issued, the system keeps track of all the change of events. This means that any amendments made are logged. Here, what you can see is an ordinary invoice. However, it is when you click on the History Log button, you will then realize that it has been amended for many times. Every change creates a version, and you can see the details. You can easily find out who has made the amendments, and at what date and time. Drill down exploring. Here, we are at the Trial Balance Report. Scrolling down, you can see that there is an overcharge account for $6,420. To check on this, you can do a drill down by doing a double click on the item. The general ledger screen pop up. It displays how $6,420 is made up from. You can see that the amount is coming from a payment voucher, number 0013. Double click on it, and you can do a further drill down. The payment voucher module pop up, showing you the exact transaction. GST in Singapore dollars. Most system in the market, if you set the base accounting currency, another currency, say US dollars, you may face a problem. All your transactions are converted to that base currency, in this case US dollars. The problem is, when it comes to your quarterly GST returns, you are unable to work it out. IRS require the return to be submitted in Singapore dollars, but you only have it in US dollars. Good news. With OCI system, this is not a problem at all. The system keep every transactions recorded in both the required base currency and also in Singapore dollars. Hence, it is able to generate the F5 report directly. Practical. Product picture. Need to illustrate your quotation with a picture of the product? No worries, with the system you can do that easily. Once you have set up the item with the picture, you just need to tick on this box. Simple as that, and you can immediately see it at the preview. File attachment. Purchased something from your supplier, and they have given you a thermal paper receipt. You probably have to make a photocopy of it. Otherwise, it fades away. Good news! With this very practical system, you can actually scan your receipt and attach it into the database. The attachments will be very good for future reference. Check cutting. With this very practical system, you can expect to save lots of time and hassle. Without additional entry, you can even cut out a check from the payment voucher entry. Oh yes, the system also runs your check number automatically. Click OK, and the check gets printed out. Every details on the check get printed out. You only need to sign on it. Scalable SQL database. This system is using Microsoft SQL Express version database, which is trusted and used by many multinational companies and government agencies. It is fast, reliable, and scalable for future growth. You will be glad to know that when your company grows, you can upsize the database to a full server version to serve future needs. Developed in Singapore. OCI being a Singapore company, we fully understand the local company's workflow and culture. Should there be any changes to statutory requirements, we will be fast to update the system for users. We are listed in Inland Revenue Authority of Singapore Accounting Software Register for being compliant with the requirements set out in the IRIS e-Tax Guide. We are also listed in Info Communications Development Authority of Singapore iSpring Package Solutions. Designed for everyone. OCI system is designed for you and me. Users without accounting knowledge would be able to use the system. Simply focus on your daily operation work. No need to know how to do double entries or do any posting. Financial year closing is also guided. And full set of financial accounting reports will be generated automatically.